Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another Madden video today. So we got a brand new, I guess, mini game inside the game today, if that is put right. But they are changing the title of the mini game. It's now going to be called the Madden Skills Trainer. Now, of course, we already had a mini game prior to this with the rushing attack, and the reward was a limited Matt Forte that gave +1 speed. There was only 15,000 of them, and you really have to grind it out, test your rushing skills against all Madden, and I thought it was a lot of fun, but definitely, guys, I do agree with you guys, there was so many problems with the whole mini game. Now, I thought it was fun because it was like the hype was there. It's like, yo, can you test your skill, get the necessary amount of points, and of course there's a limited time reward. Like, that was pretty cool. And of course, I actually had a buddy over with me. We were both playing Madden Mobile, and we were like, yo, it's 2:59, 3 o'clock, there it is, let's go ahead and try to beat this this rushing attack and try to get the Matt Forte. Both of us ended up failing and not getting the Matt Forte, and it was kind of fun because me and him were like, dude, we were like pissed off, raging, and we were like, I can't get this, and straight up, we both sucked at it, and that was the fun part. It's like, yo, this is really eye-opening, and this whole mini game Madden skill challenge is, I think, fun because this is to test your skill. That's the whole point. I know a lot of people say, yo, Madden Mobile is a lot easier compared to the console, and that is kind of true and gameplay wise, but this puts you to the test, guys. So I thought it's really fun, but this time around they're taking away the mini game name and they're calling it the Madden Skill Challenge, and they're also taking away the limited time reward. So hopefully that will help not have everybody log into once trying to get the item, to not make the servers crash. Now, the way they did it, we got an easy mode and then a hard mode. So the easy mode started on Saturday, September 24th, and then the hard mode unlocks on September 25th. Now, it's actually right now, it is actually September 25th, but it's what, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So the hard mode does not unlock just yet, but you guys did ask if I could give you guys some tips on to how to beat this, because I actually had a pretty easy time to beat it on all pro, or all, I think, yeah, all pro. I think the level is, what is the last one right here? It is, yeah, all pro. So I actually have some tips, guys, to beat this. It's not too difficult. I thought the controls are pretty funky, but there's ways around it, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into that after we kind of explain this. So we have 6 events to kind of just get yourself warmed up. The first one is on rookie, of course, and then after that it goes up to, what is it? It goes rookie, I don't even know this, it just keeps going up, and then it goes into pro status, and then journey, and then of course lastly all pro. And then for tomorrow, it's just going to be set on all Madden. So the first one's going to be warming you up on all Madden, 900 points. Then the next one, you will have to score 1,100 points on all Madden, so that probably will be a little difficult, but finally you do get the reward of getting a logo like you did for the Matt Forte, and you get a skills challenge pack. Now, I don't know if that will offer you one of the actual Madden mini games or Madden skill challenge players, one of the actual, like, Matt Forte, Bobby Wagner, Derek Carr, Mason Crosby. I showed you guys those in the last video. If you guys didn't check out their stats, go ahead and check out that video right there. But I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, guys, that is what's going to be going on now. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my tips, so let's jump into that right now. Alright, guys, so let's get into these tips. Now, these tips should help you guys a lot in the mini games. I found that these tips will help you guys a lot because it was pretty easy for me to complete the mini game this time, the Pocket Presents. So yeah, hopefully they will help you out. I think a couple of them will help you out a lot, especially with the controlling. But the first one is going to be, if you guys have the opportunity to play on a bigger screen, take that opportunity. It's like, say, an iPad, an Android tablet, something with a bigger surface area on the screen, maybe like even an iPhone Plus or like a Nexus Note or something like that. I don't know. That will help you guys out a lot because if you guys playing on a smaller screen, it is a lot harder to hold the phone or hold the device and move around, I guess. But of course, that depends if you have small hands, big hands. But I felt like the way I'm going to tell you guys today in this tip video, having a bigger screen is going to help you guys out a lot. Now, I did it myself on an iPhone 6S Plus, so a bigger screen helped me out a lot. But honestly guys, this tip is only helpful if you guys do have the opportunity to have a bigger screen. If you guys only have an iPhone, a regular iPhone size, or a regular phone, and maybe even play on an iPod 5th generation, iPod Touch, right? I'm not going to tell you guys to go ahead and buy an iPad just to play this mini game. Use what you have and try to work with that, of course. But the second tip I'm going to give you guys, why bigger surface area and bigger screen will help you out a lot. I know usually when we play Madden, it's kind of like this, and you have your hands and you're moving around with your 2 thumbs, right? That is actually, it could work for you guys, but I found it a lot easier to actually place the phone down and move along the analog stick with your left hand, and then try to dot up to the receivers and pass the receivers with your right hand. So you move around, dodge the tennis balls, and then you pass it to the receivers with your right hand. Now I found that helped me out a lot. That tip was given to me by my boy T-Pain down at EA. He's one of the devs there. But I tried that. It didn't work as well as when I put my phone actually diagonal. So what I did was actually I took my laptop and I kind of leaned it against my laptop like that, and it was kind of made like a little, I guess a little tilt to it. So that helped me out a lot. But of course, if you guys have iPads, like these cases, a lot of them do have this one where you can fold it into like a nice triangle. If I can do that right here, have a nice triangle, and you can already see that you do have the ledge. So that is the second tip I can give you guys. Maybe lean it up against something, but of course play with your left hand and then try to dot it up to the receivers. Now I know a huge problem. I saw a lot of people saying like, yo, the controls are messed up. They feel so weird. You throw the ball and then you try to move around, and then you get the ball back, and then the ball, and then you try to move up, and you guys actually moving backwards, like the opposite, and you guys like running around, and he's getting hit by tennis balls, and you're actually losing points. And I know that was a big problem, but the tip I can give you guys to solve that is actually when you first, it's gonna be throw the ball when your feet are planted. Don't run and then throw the ball, because you guys are gonna take two extra steps and actually walk out of the circle, or walk into a tennis ball, or get trapped somewhere, right? And if you walk out of the circle, you actually get penalized. So you don't want to make sure your feet are planted before you throw the ball. And then second, I know once you throw the ball, you can run around without the ball, and he's actually so much faster. But that is actually a no-no. You don't want to throw the ball. You don't want to move around when your quarterback does not have the ball. You want to wait till he's back into that position, and he's kind of waddling around, because he's a lot slower and he makes those precision moves, and that's all you really need. You don't need to be running around like a jet in that little circle radius. So that's what you guys, that's my biggest tip to that one. Is I know a lot of people are having problems with moving around, is actually don't move around when you don't have the ball. Wait till the ball pops back out in your hand, and then move around. I'm showing you some examples right here. Now I'm going to show you guys an example of what happens when I throw the ball and I move around without the ball, and you guys can see when I get the ball back, my guy's going all over the place. So yeah, that is another tip, guys. That's like the biggest tip I can give you guys, is actually calm down and just look at it. Just slow it all down. The balls are not even shooting that fast. Okay, maybe when it gets the all Madden, it maybe will shoot a little faster, but still, you don't need to be running around like a jet, especially without the ball, because when you do that, I think it messes up with the game, because you're running around and then somehow you stance back into your the quarterback stance. So then the game's like, yo, what is going on? So that messes up the controls. So that is a tip I can give you guys right there. Now the last one, it's a smaller tip. I found this one a little easier for me to look at. I know like all the receivers have like X, A, B, Y, and you got to make sure you give it to the one that's lit up. If you don't give it to the one that's lit up, you actually take a penalty, and then your whole bonus goes back to 25 after you make a catch. So you want to make sure you're throwing to the right receiver, and instead of looking at the letters to I guess pop up and tell you like, yo, this is the time, this is the person you need to throw it. I actually looked at the feet of the receivers, because when they lit up, not just the letter on top of the head lit up, they actually got the little icon on the bottom like this is the receiver. So I just kept looking at the feet, and then once I saw the green, I threw it. Some of them were green, some of them were red, but they always got indicated by a little circle by who was the person that you need to pass to. That was a little smaller little hint. I don't know if that will help you too much, because it's sometimes easy to look at the one that lits up, but that way it's a lot easier, guys. So yeah, those are my biggest tips to help you guys I guess beat this challenge, guys. Tell me in the comment section. Hopefully these tips did help you. If they did, go ahead and click that like button. But like I said, little recap, play on like put your phone on a table, play with your left hand controlling your left index finger, I should say, controlling the joystick, and then your right index finger to dot it up instead of your thumbs. And then next was to don't move around when you don't have the ball. That's the biggest one. And then of course lastly, I say look at the feet of the players instead of looking at the letters, because it just like tiny lights up. But yeah guys, I really want to say thank you guys so much for watching. In about like 7 hours the event's gonna be up. This video should be out probably in the morning. But yeah guys, I really want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys the best of luck and completing the challenge. Hopefully these tips help. If it did, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace. I'm gonna be doing some big things with your boy Kralo, so stay tuned for the chat. Oh!